James from the Wife and Watch here with another video, again slightly different one this time. I just wanted to sort of, not a reaction video, but obviously have a look at the ban list and see how it affects my current profile of decks, I should say, rather than deck profile. But yes, I just thought I'd try this format again, so you can see who I am at the end of the day. But obviously, just so you can get my take on how this list is actually going to impact quite a lot of my decks. So you can see the Forbidden list as it is at the moment. I went on the website and it's still not on there, so I'm using Instagram to get this detail still. And like everyone's sort of mentioning, it really weird that it's sort of effective from the April the 15th for North and Latin America, but then of course a week later for everybody else. I don't get it, whatever, but I assume it's something to do with some sort of YCS or big tournament anyway. But these are your forbidden ones. Now, I don't think anyone was massively expecting these. I didn't realise Link Karibo was such an important piece in the Snake Eyes, remit, but apparently it is. So that unfortunately has affected 8 of my decks. So all 8, I'll just have a brief look at today just to show you what I might sort of change in or out for it. Baron de Fleur, very powerful card. Is always on the list, I imagine, but it's affected 2 of my decks. Thankfully, Borrowload Savage Dragon only in 1 of my decks, and Summer Limit only in 1 as well. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, because the limits, the only thing that sort of affected me really is the addition of Tidal. Which means I've always wanted to put that into one of my water decks, of course. I've got the other Dragon Rulers in my sort of single attribute decks, so Blasters in Fire Fist, for instance, that you might have seen the profile for. And obviously Tempest is in my Gusto deck. Redox, I think it's in X Sabers or might be even in War Rocks. I don't think I've profiled either of those yet. Oh no, I've done X Sabers, but not War Rocks yet. So they make an appearance in some of my decks anyway. So Tidal will certainly be doing it. I've already got a copy of Tidal ready and waiting. Anti-spell, it appears in my Exorcist side deck. So that's a fairly easy sort of move 3 out, put a different 3 in. Not sure what yet, so we'll have to look at that. And then the only other question on the limit list is whether Engage, I move that card to 3 in my striker deck. I don't think I'm going to. Maybe I'm nuts about that, but not entirely sure. But I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comment section below. So using a bit of Neuron, this is how I sort of track my decks, by the way, so you can just see that very briefly. Obviously you've loaded all your decks into Neuron and you can search a particular card and it shows you which decks have got those cards in. Very, very handy when you're running 48 current format decks all at the same time. Put Link Karibo in and 8 of my decks come up. So the first one, let's just bring this up so you can see it. That's not the first one. The first one is Aroma, or Aroma Seraphy as we like to call it. So this build, as you can see, we've profiled relatively recently. Obviously with the new support, still loving this deck, but unfortunately we do have a singular copy of Link Karibo in here. So I think what we'll probably do is if we just search for Link and then go ones, we'll see if what come up. It's not level or rank, that's not going to be it, is it? I don't think. Why is that not searching? Monster. I'll just go all. Oh, it's because I've got that in there, you absolute numpty. Right, so we want Link, don't we? So no, not special summon, Link. So these are all the Link ones in the game as we are as we are today's date. I think I've got Aroma Seraphy Jasmine for link 2, Phoenix for link 2 as usual, with the new link 3 of course, and the link 4 in there. I think we should put some sort of link 1 in there. Let's just see if there's a plant type one that I don't know about. No, it doesn't like the. Oh, hang on. Oh, Sarah, of course, yeah. Don't think this is gonna. No, it's not gonna work for us though. Sunvine Thrasher. I think it's a bit specific. Yeah, that's it for plant link ones. So we might just end up switching some of these with Artemis, because it's obviously a quick link 1, so it might just be a case of doing that with a lot of them. Artemis. So if we put Artemis the Moon Maiden in, I'll have to remove it first, won't I? Just as the link 1 options, and then we'll move on. So that's Aroma Seraphy. Next one is Subterra, believe it or not. Now this one I've not profiled with you guys yet. An old list, and when you see the list you'll understand because it's not been updated in quite some time. I've added these, actually that was a relatively new card. I can't remember the set, to be honest. It just seemed appropriate for the deck. So I've run in, this is a pure Subterra build, so it's not probably as you've seen it before, but the behemoths are still in there. So you know, you've got the behemoths and all the usual sort of level 4 and less and lower. The Subterra Nemesis Archer is the card that sort of attracted me at first because it's a beautiful card. But then of course you got the Fiendess came out later. You got the Guru as well, which obviously a lot of people are using in their engines. Of course, sorry, I've already taken it out, but there's 14 in the extra deck at the minute. I think with this one, I don't think I need the link 1 as much, but I think what we probably will do is just go for another Subterra. Oops, I've removed that now. Oh no, it's there, so I can just add it for the Behemoth Fiendess. Just because it fits with the theme, of course, and a fairly easy switch out for Subterra, so we'll save that. Move on to the next one. Lisk, of course. Now, I profiled this deck a long time ago, and it wasn't very popular, the video. I think at the time I might have just missed the boat with Lisk. But a little bit of a tri-grade engine, but only a tiny one. So this is my take on Lisk, and I really like this deck actually. I probably should profile it again because it's had a few upgrades since I've done that profile. I think I'm not sure if the bird calls were out at that point then, but I think Draco Utopian Aura I've sort of deemed as an appropriate card for the deck, so that got inputted in. 1 or 2 changes with the extra deck. Again, the Link Rebo's already come out. Bird of Sovereignty, I really want to put that back in, but it's obviously still banned. So yeah, another really good deck, to be fair. I really like it. I've got the Almage for link 1, I've got Fergit for link 2. I could just put the Phoenix back in. I think that probably is my go-to option, so I'll put the Phoenix back in as the 15th card in the extra deck there. So just sort that, save and move on. That's a nice easy one. Now World Chalice, that's the next one. So now World Chalice, again, I haven't profiled for you guys yet. But I put this deck together as soon as what was the first set called? Let's see, I can't remember now. Code of the Jewelist, was it? Something like that. But it was the first Link release in that set, so I jumped all over it and built the deck immediately. So this is my take on that, but again, it hasn't seen any updates for quite some time, so forgive me if it's a little bit out of date and probably not up to scratch. But again, this had a Link Rebo in. And I know what I'm going to put in this one because I had to take out, if you go for the World Chalice, I wanted to put the second Aurum in. Let's get rid of that and that and that. There we go. And then there's the second Aurum. So just to make it a bit more, you know, more monsters with the right names on. So I've got 2 Imduk. In fact, I could go for 3 Imduk, but I'll leave it at 2 for now. And then the Priestess, and then Aurum as well, the Blade Master, along with the Key Blade Master. So yeah, that's a nice easy one. Next is Valkyrie, again another deck that I haven't profiled yet. So this is my take on Valkyries. I really like this one as well. Oh, sorry, that's me messing it all up. Here we go. Come away from that. Right. Okay. So, yeah, just I really like them. The cards are absolutely amazing. Mischief of the Time Goddess, a beautiful card. As is Ride of the Valkyries. That card in Secret Rare is absolutely astonishing. But I'll show you the profile at some point, just so you can see why I like it so much. But then it's had a few upgrades since. So Valkyrie's Sect, Valkyrie 6, it should really be called. It's obviously the German variant, isn't it? It came out a little bit later, and then Seagrun later as well, which came in straight in at a 3 of. So really nice deck, this one. But of course, it does have the addition of Link Karibo at the moment. So we've got a Phoenix, Nightmare package in here. We've still got Hippo Shinnigan in here as well, which is not the best card in the world. We've got a Time Thief. It's pretty well equipped. Extra deck in fairness. Still got a Gaia Saber the Lightning. Oh yes, I was going for anything with horse in it for this one as well. And it's not the way to build a deck, of course, but it's one of the little things that I like to do. Just little themes, you know. That's all it is. It's never going to be this big meta involving deck, is it? So it's just having a bit of fun with it as well. We've got a World Chalice card in here as well. There's no tuners in this deck. I'm going to put a Synchro in. Could a Blade Master be okay in here though? Let's try that. Blade Master. Why I'm not using any World Legacy though, am I? We got that's link 3. That's link 3 as well. Go for the full Nightmare package, I suppose. Yeah, let's go for a Griffin as well. Easy. Right, sort that, save that, move on. Next is Spirit Charmers. So yeah. So you saw these not long ago. It's been quite a popular video actually. I'm glad everybody likes it, or has been watching it at the very least. So this is my current take on Spirit Masters or Charmers, whichever you want to call it. This shouldn't be too. I think we're just going to throw the Artemis in here as well, but let me just double check. What's its requirements again? Just 1 level 4 or lower spellcaster monster, so that makes sense. So yeah, the Artemis is going in there. Get rid of that completely. Sort. That was a nice easy one. Okay, moving on. Dark Magician as well, of course. Yep, you see my Dark Magician build. That has been quite a popular video as well. You go and have a look at that if you're not sure. But this is the build. I mean, obviously, it's a more in-depth profile when you go and get to it. I think we've got scope for an extra fusion here. There's all the rank 7s as well, so we could put the red eyes back in. But we've already got the Black Luster Soldier suit, Soldier of Chaos, and an Imduk, so I haven't got the Link 2 actually. Let's just try. Get rid of that. Monster Link 2. Let's go Tight Spellcaster and see what that springs out. Where is it? It's probably because I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? No Spellcaster right at the top. But we want 2. Oh, of course, one of the charmers. That might not be a bad option in there actually. Throw that in for now as a link to. All the charmers, of course. Kashik Magician, yeah, not bad. No, I don't like that one. Magispector, Crowley. Yeah, I think we'll go with the Dark Charmer on that one. I think that's a good option for that. So we'll save that one. I don't know if you can hear, guys, but it's absolutely pouring with rain outside, so apologies if it's coming up on the microphone there. Next and last one for Link Karibo adaptation is Blue Eyes. Again, you've seen this one relatively recently. This is my sort of ritual version of the deck. This is the current layout of the extra deck. We're going to have to drop the Link Karibo. Yeah, I think... You see, this is the problem, isn't it? Because obviously you'd like to use one of these, level 1. I mean, yeah, they are spellcasters, aren't they? But the eggs aren't. But this is really where you summon the sort of Sage of Blue and then dump it off into the grave if you need a spellcaster in there or something. Or yeah, I think Artemis will work in here as well. I'm going to have to get a few copies of this, aren't I? Artemis. Keep forgetting I've got all the filters on as well, of course. There she is. We'll try that for... let me know on that one, guys, if you've got any better options. I'd like just one link option. Like I say, Link Karibo was the go-to for me on that one. If there's something better, let me know on that one. I'm not 100% about that choice. Okay, so that's the Link Karibos all out of my 48 decks now. So we'll move on to the Baron de Fleur. I'm going to spell it correctly on my app though. And like I say, so that affects Gusto, which is listed here. So like I say, you've seen my Gusto list a long while ago, but this is sort of these are some of the options that have been in and out of the deck in the past. The only addition I don't think was in the deck at the time was Tatsunoko, so that's been put in place of what did I take out for that? Oh, it was at the time it was a win, so that's fine. So that's a fairly easy one. So we'll move the Baron and put the win back in place because that's I always like the win on that one. Yeah, that's fine. So that's an easy switch. Sort that and save. And then the other deck that's affected by it, which again has been profiled and you can go and have a look at it, is this one, the Yang Xing profile. At the moment, obviously that's still Denlong's still at 1, so we can't change that one just yet. Ordinarily I think I'd have 2 in there, but we removed the Crystal Wing recently for the Visa Amritara, because of the addition of the Starfrost, of course. So I think we'll just put that straight back in again, and that'll be nice and easy. So those are the forbidden cards. Oh no, sorry, there's one left, which is Cosmo. My Cosmo deck is absolutely evil. When you look at it, it's, you know, it's skill drains, it's got waking the dragons, it had summon limits at the time. Very, very difficult deck to to get round. A bit mean, to be honest. I've taken this to locals quite a few times, but we're currently at 44 cards on this deck, so I could quite easily just strip them out and leave it as it is, which I think puts me on 41 cards then. Yeah, I think that probably makes sense. Yeah, let's just go with that. So we'll sort that. So the only other decks that I was going to look at today was I'm not sure my Sky Striker deck is actually up to date on Edo Pro, so let me just have a look. No, it's not even on Edo Pro, so I need to build that on Edo Pro. But Engage currently on my list is at 2, of course. Get rid of that. I'll just try and show it on here. Wherever it's gone, there she is. Yeah, so I've got 2 engages at the minute. You know what, I don't think I'm going to add the 3rd. Although really it probably should be. So I think when I build it I probably will go to 3, I'm not sure. I'll keep a note on that, but again, put in the comments if you think I should go to 3 on immobilise engage, okay? Now just run to Exorcists before we finish. Exorcist Spirit, because we're still using that build at the minute. So this is my current Exorcists, and as you can see at the bottom there, the side deck currently includes the 3 anti-spell. I think I'll drop it all together and just add a 3 of, but I'm not sure what yet, but again I'll think about that one. And then last but not least is a deck that I might be able to add Tidal to. So I'm thinking Ice Barrier, because it's got a bit of scope in this deck. There's cards you can easily take out without effect. Oh, in fact, there's one straight away. With in fact that must be slightly out of date then, because I have updated that on Neuron, I'm sure. But there's scope to sort of move 1 or 2 cards out if I don't want to go too many. But in fairness, I think I'll probably just add that to it. It's not going to take anything away from it, which puts Tidal up here, makes it a 42 card deck, and I think I can probably get away with that. Again, you've had the profile for this, guys. A lot of people like that profile, which you're really happy with. Really nice when you built a deck yourself without too much influence from external, other profiles or whatever, and people have gone ahead and watched it and liked it. So that's really good, and I really appreciate it. In fairness, guys, I think we'll end the video there. That's everything I wanted to mention from the ban list. So this is my ban list impact. If you've got any questions or queries about the changes I've made, please do put them in the comments. I'll be happy to reply to them. The feedback that I've been getting on these profiles that I've been doing is absolutely extraordinary. Honestly, I love it so much. This video has probably gone on long enough though for now. But like I say, any questions or comments, put them in the section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Guys, once again, peace. Thanks very much.